What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's Antoine Washington, Studio 5.5 Photo. Thank you guys again for joining me for another episode with a new episode, a new way, a new thing. We're in it to win it. I'm telling you. So thank you guys for joining me. My name is Antoine Washington. This is Studio 5 and High Five Photo. Let me slow it down. This is Studio 5 and High Five Photo. This is what's in your studio website, Washington Knows Photos. Thank you guys again for joining me, man. I really appreciate your time and your dime. We're going to talk about something really cool and interesting. I haven't been online for a while. I've been out working, been out getting things done, trying to get really in tune with what's going on with the tomorrow's advantages and disadvantages photography. So I'm just going to be here right in your face, telling you what's the real deal right now. Just as if you're in any type of situation in life, you're going to have opportunities to come and opportunities to kind of fold and go into another time field. Photography, everything in photography is not, new. It's not new. So there's been a lot of changes to photography to make our access and how we receive it and how we render it and how we submit it and how we gift it and how we offer it out to our clients and customers and how we create different things. And the new wave right now, of course, is artificial intelligence, which is really not new. As I stated in one of my other live video talks, it's really not new. It's just new-ish to the world that we're dealing with right now inside of the access that we have with our digital applications such as our phones. So those things kind of make it user-friendly for people to create pictures. Now, I would dare to tell you someone saying that they are a professional photographer versus a person that likes to take pictures, a hobbyist, and things of that nature. That's not up for argument. What's up for argument right now is how do I protect my craft, even if I'm just want to post something somewhere, if I want to use it to sell later on. How can I create this world that works for me? And with this world of AI where they can utilize my stuff? Well, it's a few things we're gonna get into. One of the first things is artificial intelligence. Again, has been around for a long time. It's in your camera for crying out goodness. I would think ISO is an artificial intelligence, right? Because it's telling you how to engage with light. You can argue with me about that, but it's artificial intelligence is something that I am not doing in manual mode, creating the texture in manual mode to make my camera work. If ISO wasn't there, I need more light. I need to add more existence. I need to change locations or whatever, right? So we always have something to our advantage to help us with our work and our craft, which we should. We should. So how do we look at this option as a favor versus not? But there are some things that are coming out that I'm telling you, subscribe to the channel. That's my man Ollie. He must know somebody's at the door. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you like and share this information as it comes to you. Again, these are talks. These are discussions. These are things you can leave notes. You can send me emails on highfivephoto.com. You can check out my website as well. Everything that I live for is within the realms of photography. Okay, I talk about something that I'm interested in. I never played for any type of football, even though I'm a big guy. I was a track runner. Or I play a little bit of basketball, but my passion has always been in the art of drawing, painting, and when I picked up the camera, I just could not put it down. So this is my craft. This is what I talk about. So some of the things that I try to dive into to help and assist you with, as you're part of this new movement and this new team to help out with creating a new volume of information, is to tell you that it is okay to like and know something new. It's okay to enjoy it. It's okay to involve your craft with it. Yes, I know there's still analog, users. I know that people love film. They like developing film. They like doing all the good stuff. Again, I learned with film. I learned with development. I learned with the spool and the chemicals and the weighting and the timers. I learned that way. Pinhole cameras, all that stuff. But I have to grow and go because the return I'm looking at, the return, it depends on what you shoot, how you shoot, and where you shoot. I am not telling everyone to shoot a certain way or do something a certain way, but things do change and people can't take advantage of what's next. Okay, that's all I'm saying. What's next? So this is the next thing up is AI. But the problem with AI, and people still trying to solve this problem. Trust me, everyone is trying to solve this problem. And what they're trying to solve in this problem is how can we use what are protection measures are out there to help us gain access to, making sure that we copyrights and all that stuff. How do we make sure we stay in line with those types of things? Well, I know from research that I pulled out that new there are new you have these things in your cameras already, which is you can associate your images with your camera copyright information, right? Well, there's a new thing that's going to be coming out here built into your cameras, and now there's probably going to be a software upload or download into the cameras as well, to some of the cameras that's out already. But a lot of the newer cameras going to have these built-in, basically signatures. It's going to be a signature. It's going to be different than copyright. I read into it a little bit. I'll let you guys know about the signature scenario here later on in the future. So, but that signature is going to help you just like it would, a painter, 800 years ago. That's your signature. The way it's your signature, we're gonna do research and things like that nature to make sure this is yours. So that's going to help you with aiding into the protection measures. But what can you do today? What can you do today to help you get into the next level? Well, not get to the next level. Get to the point where you got to make sure that you protect your images. Give me a minute here. One of the first things you do is don't post it. I know that's hard. That's hard for me to say. That's like the craziest thing. What? Don't post my image? No, don't post your image directly out into a resource. Okay. Yes, software right now, Adobe, you can take out watermarks like it's no problem. Okay. So watermark is not going to help you. I'm just going to be real with you. If someone wants to take that watermark away, they're going to take it away. Trust me. All right. So don't post directly, which I can tell you. Don't post directly. What that means is if you have a blog, or you have something that you can send through your website, you have some secondary thing that you can have ownership with that you send it through. I would dare say, and also too, I will let you know, Lightroom has a lot of great opportunities for you to forward PDFs and things like that for people to review pages in PDF as well. Of course, Capture One is freaking amazing when it comes to reviewing images. But I would dare to say, if you're going to post it, be leery to where you post it, because there are things, and I'm gonna say it. Vogue has I love Vogue. Don't start having Vogue come after me. But Vogue has, just like all these magazines, they have this thing where they have like a Vogue club where people are submitting their images on there. And I started to look into if I want to submit my images on there with Vogue, to have the quote unquote, I guess the accolade of having your image used by a company or a corporation like Vogue, to have that. But that is a long conversation. You guys know that's a long conversation, so I won't go too much into that. But on that Vogue website, it's not a knock to it, but I want you to understand this is how things like this happen. So if you submit your images to Vogue, they are asking you or telling you, once you submit this image, we are going to be able to use it in publications. We can use it in magazines. We can use it in this, and we do not have to tag you on anything. We do not have to share any type of. We don't have to. They have options to where you have some opportunities to have payments and commissions and things like that, but they don't have to. Okay, but as soon as that information is out there, they even say that we have an opportunity to change your imagery into the likeness of what we, very, chemical words and smart words. But basically, it states that we can basically change your image to what we want for whatever purpose we want. Thank you for using this platform, giving yourself a viewership. But I want you to understand that. Read this fine print. So when you guys are submitting things into places such as Adobe as well, even though I use Adobe, 1,000 times over 1,000 times, if I submit my images to one of their cloud viewership with group viewers. As soon as I plug it into there, into that fine print, it states we have the opportunity to use your images. Thank you guys for that. If you don't want us to, click here, right? But if you don't click here, they're gonna use your image, and now that's how your images are used in this AI scenario. So that's what I mean. Don't post your work. Okay. What you can do if you want people to see your work, do videos. Do a lot of videos to where your images is moving around, things like that. Yeah, people can screenshot it, but it's not a real JPEG image that you dropped that has 3.5 gigabytes or whatever you have megabytes on it. That they have the full resolution of your image. It helps reduce that as well. And you always have the rights to your imagery and things of that nature. So just make sure you be careful to where you're doing it. And if you're doing anything when you're selling your images online or things like that, just put a disclosure down at the bottom. This image is for X, Y, and Z purposes. If it's found that you're using it, I'm telling you, I'm coming after you. I have my lawyer's number is right here. Don't make me call it. Whatever you got to do to make sure you protect your imagery. Do your Google lookup with your images every so often. Some images that you posted out that did very good, went viral and did very good. Make sure you do a Google search, do an image search, just to make sure it's not out on certain other platforms. And if it is, go get your money. All right. So those are just some general information I just want to talk to you guys about, because I haven't been online for quite some time. I've been rebuilding out my studio, so I'm going to be taking my camera inside my studio a lot more so you guys can see some of the background stuff that I have been doing to help out with the aid of the Hi-Fi Photo brand and getting myself in front of a lot more people. So one of the things I have changed is that I am going live during the evening times a little bit more, because I think that just works out better for me because of the fact of that a lot of things are happening during the day. I just want to have some time to where I can get the information out as quickly as possible. But thank you guys, man, for joining me. Yes, guys, if you guys and gals and photographers out there have any questions, concerns about this information, I'm gonna slide over here real quick. Give me one minute, real quick. I'm still here. Give me 1 minute. I'm giving. All right. So if you guys have not, I don't know about let's see if there's information right here. If I can do it right. Go left, camera right, camera left, camera right. If we do it right, okay, let me go back a little bit. So professional photographers, there is a website, a link of if you guys have not been a part of this, they have license agreements, have insurance and all types of good stuff on connection with this association. But inside of here, you guys will get your updated information. You have other stuff that's in here as well for you. So if you guys don't know about this website, you guys that don't know about this professional photography industry, please do feel free to check them out. I want you to know that because I want to make sure I'm giving you information that is user friendly, that makes sense. They have a membership as well, so make sure if you want to get into a membership, you more than likely will get some good information. You start getting these magazines as well, and it'll give you an opportunity to learn a little bit, but show a little bit, learn about some new photographers out there, some new equipment that's out there. So you're not in the unknown. I really love this image too. This image is amazing. So it's not mine, but it gives you a point where you're going to be looking at trying to do that. I'm always a proponent of looking at good information and making sure information is out there for photographers to learn about, because those are things I didn't know before I started. I didn't know about all these things and what's good, what's not so good, what's kind of played out, what's people are just trying to collect your money and really not giving you anything, not really connecting with you. I'll be sharing more of that information out later on. But I don't have anything else, guys. This has been my post to come back, kind of get my feet wet back into the mud, because there's a lot more coming up. I'll be talking about Photoshop. We're going to be digging and diving into Photoshop a little bit more with AI. Let me tell you about something with that. If you're not a retoucher, and this is going to be a future video, but if you're not a retoucher per se, you don't like retouching, you really you loathe it, which is that I am that person. I loathe retouching. It just takes too much time, the thought process, learning. But with the new AI component that is there to help aid, I'm telling you, you're going to win. It's going to be a win-win situation. So we'll talk about that later on. But up until next time, my name is Antoine Washington. This is Studio 5.5 Hour Photo. I really appreciate you guys' time and your dime. You guys have a great evening and an amazing April season, spring season, new moon. We had the eclipse the last week or so. Man, thank you guys again for being a part of this group, being part of this family. And make sure you please do tune in for more lives later on. For these are talks, but we're going to have some lives of shooting, and the studio's right behind me. So we got some live shootings later on as well. Up until then, guys and gals, please do keep shining and grinding. I'll see you next time. Ciao. I'm out.